Hello and welcome to this week's episode of MT Squared, Minerva's 2-minute tactics for your procurement. This week I've been watching with great interest the Tory leadership race, which has just commenced in earnest. God, what a bunch. It's difficult to choose, isn't it? It's probably who's the least worst candidate. But what I found really fascinating is the amount of hyperbole that is coming out. All of this. We've promised you this. We'll give you this. There's tax cuts. There's cuts to VAT, cuts to corporation tax. Billions of pounds are coming into schools now, which is incredible because bearing in mind there's been no money for schools over the last few years. God alone knows where that's all coming from. But it's interesting from a procurement perspective because, of course, we do tend to find that we suffer from this as well with salesmen. Making these amazing claims in their tenders and their quotes and their presentations, and it's just really an opportunity to have a think about, well, how do you avoid that? How do you cut through the bullshit, quite frankly, and get to the nub of it and the truth of what is actually on offer. And I think there's a few things that you can do in order to make sure that what these organisations are claiming is actually true. Firstly, take references or go and speak to other schools that use that particular supplier. That's a really great way of actually understanding what is going on, in the real world. Are they delivering on that site with that school what they say they're going to do for you? So definitely take up references. The second thing you can do is, if you've got a more complex process that you're running, certainly do think about having a presentation day. This will enable you to not only get the bidders to bring their bid to life a bit more, but also it helps you to see, for those organisations that have maybe got really good bid writers, does it actually stack up when they come and talk to you about it? Because sometimes I've seen this happen many times where they've got a great bid writer and then when someone comes and presents, the whole thing unravels almost in front of your eyes. Demonstration days is another thing. So we're currently in the process of looking at some payroll and HR admin services for some schools. And we've got a demo day taking place where those people that use the systems for payroll and HR admin will be coming in and actually testing out the system. So again, a great way of finding out, does the system actually do what it says, in the bid? And then finally, do visit other schools as well. Have a think about what other schools are doing. Go and actually see their service in operation and talk to them about the day-to-day, because that will also help you cut through, the sales speak versus reality, shall we say. So that's this week's tactic. Until next time, soldier on.